Kevin, you have a new focus idea on Direct Line, making the case that UK auto pricing has peaked, yet the market is optimistic of an uptick in EPS and a combined ratio recovery to break even. Can you take us through where you differ from consensus?
Yes, Direct Line had a 2023 combined ratio of 121%. And as you mentioned, the market expects them to break even on this year. While the Confused.com quarterly pricing index in the first quarter was down 5%, and I fully expect it to be down in the second quarter, which we'll see at the end of July. I think the thing to bear in mind is Direct Line's combined ratio is much worse than its peers like Admiral, which reported 81.7% last year. So it's got a mountain to climb. And I think maybe 10 points improvement could happen. But bear in mind, all the rate increases that Direct Line put through last year will take, because of when they went through, at least 2 years to get all the way through the book. So I think the market's just a little bit ahead of itself. That's my concern.
Now, you've mentioned relative to their peers. Given Direct Line's market position, how have they managed to underperform that group?
I think it's a difficult thing to pinpoint, but I think what we've said is we believe the Direct Line results began to deteriorate in auto when they introduced a new IT system in June 2021. It was most noticeable. So I think what's occurring is Direct Line adjust because of the IT system and the management data picking the wrong risks at the wrong time for the wrong price. Now, that's going to take quite a lot of fixing.
And then the final thing is, could you maybe just touch on some of the key catalysts that our listeners should be looking out for?
Yes, there are a host. There's one this week on the 10th. Direct Line have got the first Capital Markets Day of the new CEO who arrived in March, which will set out the management agenda and what we should look forward to. As I mentioned earlier, at the end of July, we'll get the Confused.com second quarter price index, which will tell us the direction of travel of the market. On the 4th of September, Direct Line will report first half results. So we'll get some steerage there. And then in October, Confused.com will once again report their third quarter price index, which I think will not be helpful for Direct Line's cause. And then in November, Direct Line will give us a third quarter trading update. These are normally light on numbers. So we've got a number of touch points to see a little bit how they're getting on. But I'm afraid we're going to have to wait until next March for the full expose. But I'm betting it won't be a break even on the auto combined ratio.
A really compelling focus idea. Thanks very much for sharing that with us, Kevin, and all eyes on the Capital Markets Day. Thank you very much.